You'd be easily forgiven for not knowing that the latest Marvel Disney Plus show Secret Invasion has already come and gone. And based on the viewership, you'd be far from the only person not to tune in to the Nick Fury-focused limited series. Marking the first Disney Plus show of the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Phase 5, Secret Invasion goes the route of a spy thriller, rather than the type of superhero action-adventure that kept people coming back to Marvel for a decade. And this different view of the Marvel Universe, along with the lack of any Marvel superheroes appearing in the show, likely doomed the series to irrelevance. Secret Invasion is about a secret invasion. The alien species known as Skrulls, as seen previously in places like Captain Marvel, have been living on Earth ever since the Kree destroyed their home planet. Nick Fury, spy master of the Avengers, has been helping the peaceful, shape-shifting Skrulls secretly integrate into human society for decades. But now, an offshoot rebel group of Skrulls has decided to simply take Earth for themselves. Their plan is to turn the Americans and the Russians against each other using false flag attacks and take control of the planet while it's gripped in chaos, genociding the human race. They've also found a way to infuse themselves with various superhero powers that we've seen over the years in Marvel movies and shows. Standing in their way is Nick Fury's grumpy 65-year-old ass. Because of his past work with the Skrulls, and the fact that he's kind of married to one, Fury feels that this is his fight, and it's too personal to call in any Avengers. Which is a flimsy, in-universe explanation for why we're not getting any super-powered cameos in this show. Fury tries to uncover that Colonel Rhodes has been impersonated by a Skrull and is leading the US president into war, while a friendly Skrull, Gaia, sets off to stop the leader of the rebel cell of Skrulls named Gravik. Unsurprisingly, both succeed, as Fury kills the Skrull impersonating Rhodes, and Gaia kills Gravik after the two of them fight using their new superpowers. Nick Fury returns to space with his wife to help broker a peace deal between the Skrulls and the Kree, and after just 6 episodes, the series is over. Now this is going to be a short review because frankly, there's nothing about Secret Invasion that justifies a long discussion. Except maybe for a discussion about the viewership numbers, but those are straightforward. Secret Invasion is on the south side of mediocre. If you're really invested in Marvel, I think you could find a way to think it's an okay show. If you're not, however, you're probably going to struggle to get into it and might even check out early. Opting to bring us a spy thriller show rather than high-flying superhero action, Secret Invasion is definitely a change of pace for a Marvel product. It certainly tried to play around with the theme of uncertainty, as the shapeshifting Skrulls could be anywhere and anyone. It's similar to the commie scare in the US when people were told, "Even your neighbor might be a red," so I can appreciate that aspect of it. But the show never really lets the uncertainty go far enough down the road before a Skrull gets exposed or shot. But it's the content that likely doomed Secret Invasion, not the half-assed thematics. Who on earth really cares about seeing an old Nick Fury slinking around and doing spy stuff without the aid of any Marvel superheroes in a Marvel show? And you know what? That's a mischaracterization of the show, because about half of it actually follows how Fury manages his marriage to an alien woman. Oh boy, that's what gets me out of bed in the morning rock hard, getting to see a crotchety Nick Fury drinking coffee with his wife who's out of this world, and not in a good way. Again, it's not nearly the worst Marvel show they've made, but I just can't think of anyone who could get excited with this subject matter. And every time you venture into a new genre of storytelling within a franchise that people have pretty set-in-stone perceptions about, you're probably gonna have a bad time. We saw a similar reception to Andor, which eschewed the usual force-powered, lightsaber-swinging Star Wars content for a similar, intrigue-laden spy thriller take. And while Andor was a great show, it failed to bring in an impressive audience as it just didn't feel like Star Wars to a lot of people. Well, Secret Invasion is not half as good as Andor, and it probably strays further from people's expectations of the Marvel brand than Andor did from Star Wars. And lo and behold, the viewership numbers we have so far are terrible. The premiere of Secret Invasion had 1/3 less viewers than She-Hulk. Out of all the Disney Plus subscribers out there, less than 1 million checked out Secret Invasion within the first 5 days of its release. It was the second least watched Marvel Disney Plus premiere to date, only beating out Ms. Marvel, which was such a piece of crap that they gave her a movie. Now, it's not a hard and fast rule, but the vast majority of the time, viewership doesn't ever get higher than it does for the first episode. So outside of some superheroic comeback, Secret Invasion is going in the books as a big-time failure. Secret Invasion was always supposed to be a one-and-done series to help set up some of the MCU Phase 5 movies coming in the next 2 years, The first one being the fantastic The Marvels coming this November. Because who doesn't want to see more of the least liked Avenger and her adventures alongside two other Miss Marvels that could not be more irrelevant? But Phase 5 seems to be sputtering out of the gates so far. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was better than expected, but Ant-Man was a bust and Secret Invasion looks to be a non-factor. If I'm really being honest though, I'm surprised there's even this much traction left for Marvel at this point. Most every superhero that people liked has moved on, and all of their replacements feel like Walmart brand knockoffs. So while Secret Invasion is absolutely underperforming, I still feel like interest in Marvel at this point is overinflated. To say one good thing about Secret Invasion, the production value was incredibly high. There's no Netflix Witcher level of corner cutting and cost saving here. Now at $200 million, you should be able to polish any turd enough to make it look good, and they certainly did that with this one. Did you bother watching Secret Invasion? Does it just get you so titillated to be able to pay Disney a monthly subscription so you can turn on your TV anytime and get to see Nick Fury drinking orange juice and talking with his alien wife? Are you still invested in Marvel at this point with Phase 5 underway? Let us know in the comments below. And remember to like the video if you haven't, and consider subscribing to Hatewatchers for more reviews of other current shows and movies. Thanks for going undercover with us today, and we'll catch you on the next one.